service.
Not every day that you travel can you actually be really active. I mean, there's times when you just need some downtime, or maybe it's a rainy day, and so you need to have a hobby. Just sitting around the coach, working on the coach, whatever, that only gets you so far, but you need to do something else to stay active. Now, one of my newest hobbies I've taken up is rock painting. I just find rocks and paint little designs on them, and then I leave them around for people to find. However, I don't think I'm going to paint anything like these rocks here. These rocks here are standing about 35 feet tall, all in fluorescent colors, and are designed as meditative rocks. This is in the Las Vegas area, and they are really, really tall and cool. Hey, if you think you're going to like rock painting, might as well go for it. Another hobby that a lot of people partake in, especially RVers, is golf. Well, I never learned how to play golf. I really wish I would have, but I just never learned. Now this year we're going to spend 3 months in Arizona, and so I'm thinking maybe I'll learn to play golf down there. We'll still have to see about that. But when I was in my 20s, we used to play frisbee golf, and that's not the same sport it is today. I think we thought we invented it, but I'm sure we didn't. But we had 3 different kinds of frisbees we could throw. 110 gram glow-in-the-dark frisbee, which is basically useless. 141 gram frisbee, which is actually really good. And there was one that was we called the garbage can lid. It was so big. It was 165 gram frisbee. And we used to throw it into tree trunks, and that would be our hole. And we had these trees picked out in this park in Seattle, Lincoln Park. We used to go down there and we used to hit various trees, and we had 18-hole course that we just made up. Well, nowadays they don't do that. You don't have to throw it into the tree trunks anymore. Instead, they have baskets that you can throw it in. So here's one of the baskets that we have here in this little course. So I'm at our little local community club, and they have a little par 3 course set up. So this is the first hole. I'm going to walk over here to where the second hole tee-off location is. So this one's only 121 feet. Did you think I could throw it that far? Jeez. This one is hard. Now it's not the basket on the left, it's the basket further back on the right, and you have a hazard there of trying to get underneath those tree branches. And then hole 5, that's my most hated hole. Here, I'll show you why. Well, when the tide's in, you don't have a lot of room for mistakes. And you want to get right down that narrow passageway, stay out of the bushes, and stay out of the water. So it's still a fun game. Still learning how to throw these discs. And I'll just come up here whenever I can, get in a little exercise, have some fun. It's a good hobby to have. I was a lot more accurate with my frisbees than these discs. I used to be able to throw those frisbees on a straight line, but not so much these. I gotta come back in here now and oh, there it is. And out here, when you're looking for your frisbee, you never know who else you're gonna find. You gonna help me find my putter there, dear? Oh, guess not. Good morning, campers. Well, we're back on the road again. Today I'm in La Pine, Oregon. And so this is just a little bit south of Bend, Oregon. Here in the summertime, they have lots of summer activities, but of course during winter they're skiing around here. So we're kind of high up in the mountains. One thing I've noticed on my travels is every time I enter or leave Washington, it's raining. And just about as soon as I hit the Oregon border, I get sunshine. And of course, the further south I go, I get sunshine. This was no exception. But today, wow, look at this. Just a beautiful sky today. There you go, nice blue sky. And I'm out here playing disc golf. And what I found is that there are a lot of disc golf courses in this country. And 90+% of them are free to play. So this is just somebody's property. I don't know really who owns it, but they set up a disc golf course here. And so I'm gonna give it a shot. So I've played in my hometown, which is a very small town, 5,000 permanent residents, and we have 2 very small disc golf courses there. And then we visited friends in Los Angeles and around the Long Beach area, and they had 4 disc golf courses there that I played. And so here I am in La Pine playing this disc golf course. Check this out. So right there is a basket, and I think that's hole 18. And I don't know if you can see it, but way down there is another basket. And then the one I'm shooting for right now, hole number 1, is down there with the flag on it. So that's 195 feet, which means it'll take me a couple tries to get there because I don't know how to throw the frisbee very good. And I'm gonna just play for exercise. So that's what I've been doing, is just playing for exercise. I have not been producing a lot of videos simply because we haven't been traveling much. We're back on the road now, and we're not following the path that I thought we would. We were initially going to travel all around the outside of the country, but we got a late start. We had some business we had to take care of, medical issues that we had to deal with. More caretaker type medical issues rather than our own medical issues. And so now we're on the road, and we plan to be on the road until February. Here it is September, so this is going to be a long one. And then we're going to head off out of country to Honduras. So I think I'll get a few strokes in here with the disc golf and get my exercise in, and see you soon. So when you get a new hobby, you just can't go in it half-assed. I mean, you have to go in all the way. Otherwise, you're not going to get a true feel for whether or not you like this hobby. but I'm wondering if I'm starting to have a little bit of problem with my disc golf. Here, take a look at this. Yep, there's my discs that I've got. I guess I've only got like 13 of them. So often I'll get a bag where I can carry all of those. Now the reason you need so many discs is they all do different things. For instance, this one here, the Judge, is a putter. This one here is a mid-range. This one here is a distance driver. And then this one here, let's see, distance driver, but these are different weights. And let me show you something here about these discs that I find pretty interesting. I'm going to come over here and put it on a table. So they have these numbers on them. This one, the first number is your arm speed. How much arm speed do you need to get this to fly correctly? This one is a 5, where this one needs an arm speed of 7. And I have one that's a 13 that I can't throw because I don't have that much arm speed. And then this one's your glide. You can see this is a 4 glide, and this is a 6 glide. So this has less arm speed, but it'll glide. It also won't glide as far as something with more arm speed will. Then you have your turn is 0 turn, and this is a -3 turn, and then a 3 fade and a 1 fade. So for me being left-handed, a turn means it's going to go this way, and a fade means this way. So depending on which way you're trying to throw it, or what kind of objects you're trying to throw it around, you'll pick the right disc to do that. And then some of these discs over here, like these two Valkyries here and that dragon there, are much lighter weight than the rest of these. So there's a science to, you know, these discs and which one you want to use and what conditions. I haven't figured it all out. I had to watch YouTube videos to even kind of figure out how I'm supposed to throw these and what it all means. I watched tons of YouTube videos. I've watched the pros play, and they're like phenomenal. I'll never, ever, ever be that good. Here I am starting in, you know, my early 60s, just starting to play this again after a 40-year layoff. So I'll never be really good at it, but it's a lot of fun. Not all courses you play disc golf on are free. So far, all of them I've played on have been free, but this one I'm on today cost $3. And I'm willing to pay that for the maintenance and upkeep and everything. Here I am on hole 5. Let me show you what this looks like. So right up in there is where the pin is. So you have to get it through those trees. And we start down there where the guy in the white shirt is. I only made it about halfway up, but oh, there's my friend Tom. Say hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
He threw it further than I did. I could talk about disc golf all day, and actually I've been playing at quite a lot of courses around the United States, and it's been a blast. But there are other hobbies that we have, and I'll show you a couple of Barb's hobbies. For her birthday, I bought her a rock tumbler, and she went to the beach and picked up some rocks, and this was her reaction after they've been polished a little bit.
Yeah.
So you got some rocks out of your tumbler. This is only the first stage. Let's see what you got.
Look at, aren't they gorgeous? Look at that. These I just picked up off the beach at Ocean Shores. Look at this. And they were just ugly, just dirty rocks. These are the ones that talk to me. These called me by name and said, "Come get me, come get me." Look at this one. It's just, you couldn't even tell that. It was just kind of gray. And this purple one, I have no idea what that stone is. This is the one I really wanted to polish. Where is it? Oh, here it is, right here. So I thought that looked like an eyeball. I wanted to see what that rock would look like. Isn't this stuff? Look at this one. This is like Christmas.
So that's only the first stage.
Yeah, I can't. Oh my God, look at that one. That is just stunning. Holy, who knew? Who knew these rock? Oh my gosh, look at this one. I feel like I'm opening Christmas presents. Thank you for my birthday present. I absolutely love it.
All right, a couple more phases to go. We'll keep track of the progress.
Oh my gosh, look at this one.
All right, very pretty. All right.
I'm so excited.
So put it in for the next phase. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna.
Barb is also an avid quilter. And in our house, she has this setup where she has cutting tables. And she has this whole wall of fabric. And then beside the wall of fabric is her long arm quilting machine. And then she also has an area where she just does her sewing, where her sewing machine lives. So that's at our house. And of course she can't bring all of that into the coach. So here's her setup inside the coach. So what are you doing?
Sewing.
Where are you?
In the bathroom.
Is this your sewing studio?
Yep.
So I see you have an ironing board over there.
Here.
And your sewing machine here.
And the toilet is where I put my pieces that I'm going to be working on.
Next to the laundry hamper. And okay, there's the shower. So does this work for you?
Absolutely. Because I can push it up against the wall there, and then everything's out of the way. You take this down. I can brush my teeth, wash my hands. I can do laundry, push the toilet. You can use everything because I just pushed up against the wall.
Okay,
Perfect.
There you go. Sewing in the bathroom of the rig.
It works out great.
Now, even before we ever hit the road, Barb said to me, you need to have a hobby. And I thought about it, and I thought, okay, well, I'll make YouTube videos. And there you go. That's how Geezer Viz was born. It's just simply because Barb said I needed to do something during our downtime. She has her hobbies, and I'll show you those too. So you could make videos. That's a good hobby. It'll keep you busy. Another hobby that I just started, it's an indoor hobby. I mean, disc golf. You could play it in the rain, but it's no fun. So that's an outdoor hobby. So I do have an indoor hobby too that I just started, and it's okay. It's addicting. I hear a lot of 12-year-old girls really enjoy it. So it's a craft that any age can do. Here, let me show you. Well, there you go. This is what I'm working on. So this will be a image of the canals in Venice, and it's going to be kind of dark, so it's a nighttime. But you can see this is the canvas part that's not done. This is the part that is, so you can see that the colors do get a little bit more vibrant as you put them down. Let me zoom in here. See all these dots? Yep, every single one of those is hand placed. And so you have this canvas that is sticky. And then each square on here has a code on it. So if you look at the K's here, then you come over to your color chart here, and you come down to find K, and you find out that is color number 819. And then I go to my, they're called drills. I go to my drills. Oops, that's not it. Here we go. Here's 819. So those are the colors that'll go in here. Now this case and these little Tic Tac containers I bought separately. When you get the canvas, all your beads just come in little plastic bags. So I converted all those into this, just for trial. So here's how it works. First of all, you get this cement right here. It's a kind of a waxy substance, and you get what they call your stylus. You put some wax in the end of your stylus. That allows you to pick up your beads or your diamonds or your drills. So here you go. I just picked one up, and then you come over here and you find the right spot for it, and you place it in that spot. There you go. I've just placed a a black diamond in there. Now this end can pick up 3. Then I have another stylus, and this one can pick up 6. But that's kind of hard because you have to get all your dots aligned in this tray correctly. And then you have to come in here with this correctly. And then they snap, and then they fall over the place, and then you've got a big mess. So anyway, this is kind of like paint by the numbers. You just find the right color dot to put in the right color square. And when you're done, you'll have a nice frameable picture. So like I said, any age can do this. It's not difficult. It is fun to do. It's fun to complete, to see what you've got when you're done. And if you're going to do this, I recommend getting a bigger canvas. So this one is 40 by 60 centimeters. I would say if either one of these numbers here are at least 50, then you're going to be okay. But make sure one of these numbers is 50, and then you're not going to have such a horribly pixelated image. Like if this was smaller, you might not be able to tell that this was a boat, or these buildings would look not as nice, or the windows wouldn't look as nice because they'd be so small and pixelated. You wouldn't have the ability to put enough color in there to really get a definition of shape. So get yourself a bigger canvas. Okay, when I was able to use 2 hands, I was able to get a number of these drills onto this one stylus, and then I can come over here and place them all at the same time, which makes this go a little bit faster. It doesn't always work, because even though I've placed those in there now, I'm going to have to come back in with this pointed end and do some of the fine tuning to keep them in their spot, and the wind just blew it away. So about 500 hours worth of work is what it'll take to do that, to get it done. Okay, enough about diamond art, but one last thing I want to show you. So this particular picture here, or this piece of work here, is the first one I did. And you can see how pixelated it is. And this is a size 30 centimeters by 40 centimeters. And so what I decided to do is get a bigger one, because then the image will have more dots per square inch and it won't look so pixelated, I hope. So here's the new one that I got. So this is the one I showed you, and just to give you an idea of the size difference. There you go. And then here's the other one I did. So this one, $50 by 70 centimeters. So you can see that the image should be a lot sharper. And even without having any of it done, you can see the turtle is looking pretty good. I've been working on this one for a long time, and I've only got this very bottom part done here. And I mean like 3/4 of the way done. So this one's gonna take a while. This is my messy workstation. But that's the view. So there you go. There are some of the hobbies that we enjoy. You've seen the rock painting, you've seen the rock tumbling, you've seen the diamond art, disc golf, quilting, other crafts that Barb enjoys, sewing, needlepoint, I don't know, those kinds of things, crochet. So there's lots of different hobbies that we have when we're on the road. So we don't get too bored on our down days. Well, now we are in Honduras, so you're going to see more about Honduras as I take more videos. I hope you enjoy it. Be sure to subscribe and click that bell icon if you want to be alerted when another video drops. Beautiful. All right, see you soon.
You deserve this.